Hey gang, it's JC and this is the Daily Dose for Friday, September 23rd, 2011. Hard to believe it could have gotten this cold this fast, huh? Combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. We have great television archives at the top of the page, eye candy, and our rock and roll poll over in the corner. And I have to tell you, this one's sort of depressing because I'm one of those people who really believes that we're executing people in this country who don't deserve it. You get these wild-ass prosecutors, district attorneys, cops, who, you know, all they want to do is just rack up another conviction. And we know from studies that have been done, we know with the advent of and the proliferation of DNA evidence that there's been literally hundreds and hundreds, thousands of people imprisoned for crimes that they didn't commit. So yesterday I sort of asked the question, how often do you think our country's criminal justice system ends up executing a person who turns out was not guilty of the crime? And as my third answer, I put in a selection, a choice for you that I really sort of put in almost as a joke, and it turned out to be the number one answer, which is, I'm tired of hearing bogus stories about convicted criminals facing execution still trying to convince people that they didn't do it. Number one answer at 39%. I'm bummed. Number two answer, it only happens once in a blue moon. And the answer that I thought would have been number one, the one that I subscribe to, is that it happens all the time and it's absolutely scandalous. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Somebody commits a crime, they need to do the time. And when they do these horrifying things to other people involving murders and things to women and little kids and stuff like that, fry them. You know, but we research everything in this country from, you know, whether television watching or computer watching, you know, affects kids in school to the military possibilities of the Frisbee. We study everything in this country. I don't understand why once and for all there isn't like a 5-year-long comprehensive study done in a nonpartisan fashion to determine whether or not capital punishment is actually a deterrent when it comes to crime. Research it, put, you know, enough people from both sides and in the middle, put pacifists on there, put hawks on there, have everybody contribute, and then come out, you know, pick somebody impartial who can put this thing together and then abide by it. And if it turns out that the capital punishment laws in this country really do deter criminals from committing heinous crimes, well then keep it. And if it turns out it has no effect, well then get rid of it. So there's just things I don't understand. All right, we agree to disagree. This question for today, I always like to try to ask something a little out there on a Friday. And I originally asked this question this way: what is the best pet you've ever had? But it's Friday, so I've changed it to what's the worst pet you've ever had? You know, everybody has a story about some sort of animal that wild crazy on their ass, and they'll never get another one and stuff like that. So, cat, dog, bird, hamster, or rodent, rabbit, horse, or other. Your snake went crazy on you. What's the worst pet you've ever had? Answer down in the corner here. It's our rock and roll poll question today. We will have results for you on Monday here on the Daily Dose. All right, that was about the worst loss I can remember for the Cardinals in quite some time yesterday. That's about as bad as it gets. So now we've lost a half a game. We're 2 games out. And one little bit of information here that could be interesting to you. If, when the season is over on Wednesday night, the Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves have identical schedules, then there would be a 1-game playoff here in St. Louis at Busch Stadium on Thursday next week. Now, if Atlanta fades and San Francisco comes up and ties with the Cardinals with the best record or identical records, then there would be a 1-game playoff in San Francisco on Thursday. So just something to sort of think about right now. I'd settle for them to make it any way by hook or by crook, because man, oh man, that was depressing yesterday. All right, the Peabody Opera House is going to have open houses this weekend. As a matter of fact, you can go in today from 5 to 9, tomorrow from 11 to 9, and Sunday from 11 to 6 downtown if you want to sort of snoop around down there and see what the place looks like. Could be something to do, a little something different in downtown St. Louis. There's going to be a lot of people downtown on Sunday because you're going to have the Cardinal game at 1:15, you're going to have the Rams game at 3:05, and you're going to have a taste of St. Louis, and all these things are going on. So it might be something to sort of keep in mind. We have big movies opening up this weekend, including Abduction with Taylor Lautner, A Dolphin Tale with Harry Connick Jr., Ashley Judd, and Morgan Freeman. I need a drink. Hold on. It always seems to happen. Just as I get ready to record. You know, I'm fine. Start talking, all of a sudden start coughing. And Moneyball, which I have a hard time believing, but it is an Aaron Sorkin script, so you never know. But some people are calling this one of the best movies of the year with Brad Pitt. The X Factor premiere was a major disappointment in the ratings. Simon Cowell said, you know, he wants to stomp out American Idol, and I don't understand why. He left of his own volition. So why has he got this hard-on for American Idol? It made him famous. I just want to obliterate American Idol. Why? Well, he ain't close. Because American Idol is still in the, 22, 24 million viewer range, and the X Factor, 12.4 million viewers on Wednesday night. And he's all pissed off, and it's like, well, you made the decision. Starting Tuesday, get ready, here we go again. Dr. Conrad Murray is going on trial for the murder of Michael Jackson, and Headline News is going to do wall-to-wall coverage. Late Night with Jimmy Fallon, tribute to Pink Floyd, all next week. They're going to have Roger Waters on the show. Several bands are going to cover Pink Floyd songs. The Australian Pink Floyd show is coming to St. Louis on Friday, October 21st at the fabulous Fox Theater. Tickets are on sale right now and have been for a while. I'm looking at my tickets stuck to the wall right now on the corkboard. Can't wait for that show. One of the best shows I've ever seen in my life. Kate Winslet is dating a guy by the name of Ned Rock and Roll. As you might suspect, he was not born with that name. He legally changed it. He is the nephew of billionaire Richard Branson. Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver Jerome Simpson in a lot of trouble. Possible drug dealer. They found 8.5 pounds of pot. They found scales, packing materials, and stuff like that. One of his teammates is in trouble too. I certainly hope that this does nothing to tarnish the pure image of National Football League players. That Facebook thing is causing a big stir. Your profile will eventually be replaced by a timeline that scrolls all the way back to when you started Facebook, and you can even add photos from earlier than that. You'll also be able to watch Netflix or read articles along with your friends without leaving Facebook, but a lot of people are not happy about the new configuration. All right, if you're single or looking or whatever your circumstances are, whether you're a man or a woman, we have the 5 things scientifically proven to arouse women. Here we go. Guys, a deep voice, a feminine look, wearing red, moodiness, and scars. Let me go back to that feminine look thing. Women look for less masculine men when they want to settle down because there's a better chance those guys will stick around. So full lips, gentle cheekbones beat a square jaw and big muscles. What the F is up with that? All right, 5 things scientifically proven to arouse men. Ladies, not being funnier than the guy, full lips, brown hair, wearing red, and long arms. If you have short, stubby arms, you better do pretty well on the other 4. Some hotels in New York, people check in, they're by themselves, they feel a little lonely, maybe separated from their family, whatever the case may be, need companionship. They're offering dogs to their guests. You check in, they give you your pooch, and you go up to your room and you just turn the pooch back in at the end of the at the end of the hotel stay. Halle Berry broke her foot while filming her new movie. Oh great, now she's going to have to put a plastic bag on her cast every time we take a shower. Oh boy. Whitney last night on NBC. What did you think? I'm not sure, folks. I'm not sure. The guy who plays her boyfriend stinks. This guy we had on the show yesterday, Chris D'Elia. And I think the blonde chick who plays one of Whitney's friends, they ought to give her her own show. She's funny, but I'm not sure. Now, I felt like I had already seen almost all the jokes in that show last night because they've been running promos for 6 months. And then we looked at some stuff on the internet, so when the show finally hit, I felt like I'd almost seen the entire show. I'll wait till next week till I make a determination on Whitney. All right, we've got Saturday Night Live, 37th season premiere. Alec Baldwin is hosting Sunday Night Football. Good game, Indianapolis hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. I say good game because Indianapolis doesn't have a quarterback. And his final score of this game would be like 41-7. 60 Minutes, 44th season premiere. Trey Parker and Matt Stone from South Park being interviewed by Steve Croft. Cubs, Cards at 1:15 on Sunday afternoon. Rams and Ravens at 3:05 down at the Dome. Boardwalk Empire, 2nd season premiere on HBO Sunday night. And Pan Am, series premiere. This is the 3rd in the wave of shows about the 1960s. Christina Ricci in this one with her giant forehead playing a Pan Am flight attendant in the 60s when airline travel was a sign of luxury and glamour. Tony Bennett on Leno tonight, apologizing for the 37th time for making comments unflattering about this country in 9/11. Bill Maher has Michael Moore tonight, and Ron Suskind, who wrote that book called Confidence Man that a lot of people are talking about. Happy birthday to the boss, Bruce Springsteen, 62 today. We have Steve Finch having a birthday today, otherwise known as Mr. Judy Martin. Judy was our producer on the old Breakfast Club back in the day. Happy birthday to Steve. My very first girlfriend in St. Louis back in 1984 has got a big one this weekend, Angela Messina. That was her maiden name. Angie, wherever you are, happy birthday, doll. I've always loved you. I'm happy that you're happy, and happy birthday to you. And a little celebration around the old Corcoran household these days. It was exactly 2 years ago today that little Francesca Clark Corcoran was brought into the world. She is funny, she's pretty, she's smart, and she knocks me out every day. Francesca turning 2 years old today. All right, JC's Eye Candy today. Beware of dog. Well, yeah, if you're a human being, but how about beware of dog and a sign intended for a tiger? A tiger and a dog were raised together since they were 9 weeks old, and this dog chews on the ears of this tiger, and the tiger didn't even mind, and they run around. The tiger acts like he's half dog. You got to see this video. I've never seen anything like it. JC's Eye Candy, right below what you're looking at right now on this. The 23rd of September, 93 days until Christmas, 100 days left in 2011. And a reminder that Trish Gazelle and I, of course, we're on the air every day on the Big 550 KTRS from noon until 3 o'clock. A week from today, Friday, we are, that's September 30th, we are doing the show from the new Lester's location in the Central West End. Noon until 3, they're going to have some specials and things like that. So come on down, watch us do the show at Lester's, the new location, the third of the 3 that they have in the Central West End. Grand opening thing. We're going to be broadcasting live a week from today on the Big 550 KTRS. That's it, JC's Daily Dose for Friday, September 23rd, 2011, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. And in the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Happy birthday, sweetie. And when I say that, I mean Francesca. We've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.